Do plants communicate? Last night, I was staring at my bedroom plant, just sitting there, perfectly still, doing its planting. And I wonder, does it know anything about the world around it? Can it tell when I'm in the room? Does it notice the other plants next to it? And the real question hit me. Can plants actually communicate? Turns out the answer is yes. Not in the way we do, of course. No words, no sounds, no waving tiny green arms. But plants do send messages. They've just got their own strange, quiet ways of doing it. One of the most fascinating ways they talk is through chemicals in the air. When a plant is attacked by insects, let's say a caterpillar starts chewing on its leaves, it can release volatile organic compounds, basically airborne chemical warnings. Nearby plants detect these molecules and start ramping up their own defenses. Some begin producing bitter compounds to make themselves taste bad. Others might even attract predators that feed on the insects, doing the damage. It's like one tree yelling, "I'm under attack," and the others going, "Got it," preparing for war. They also communicate below the surface. Roots don't just suck up water and nutrients. They're involved in chemical signaling too. Some plants release signals to warn others of drought conditions or crowding. But the real magic happens when you add fungi into the mix. Underground, many plants form symbiotic relationships with mycorrhizal fungi. These fungal networks connect the roots of different plants, sometimes even across species, in what scientists have started calling the wood wide web. Through this network, plants can send nutrients to each other, transfer carbon, and even send distress signals. A tree under attack by beetles might alert others through the network, prompting them to start producing protective chemicals before the beetles can arrive. Some researchers have even seen trees send extra carbon to help a struggling neighbor, or even send resources to their own offspring nearby. It gets even weirder. Some parasitic plants tap into the chemical signals of the host to eavesdrop on what's happening. Others can detect when unrelated plants are nearby just by sensing subtle shifts in light or moisture, kind of like passive awareness without eyes or ears. Now, is this the same as consciousness or language? Not really. Plants aren't aware in the way we are, and they're not having conversations. But what they are doing is information exchange. They detect changes, react to cues, send signal to others, and respond accordingly. That's communication, even if it's chemical, electrical, and slow. We're only just beginning to understand it. For a long time, scientists avoided words like communications or signals when talking about plants because it sounded too anthropomorphic. But now we have the data, the molecules, the electric pulses, the root responses. They are real and they are measurable. So the next time you walk through a forest or water your plants, just know those green beings might be passing along messages right under your feet. You can't hear it, you can't see it, but it's happening all the time. Got a weird midnight question keeping you up at night? Drop it in the comments and maybe it will be featured in a future episode. Thanks for listening, and until next time, keep wondering. I am Mari and this is Midnight Question.